got what looks to be jellyfish. And a horseshoe crab. Hey, Mrs. O.M. Thank you for joining me. A little cool out here today. Nice and sunny though. Thank you for being first, Miss O.M. Are you supposed to be at work? Yeah, it's a little breezy out here today, a little windy. I got my leather coat on, so I'm back down here where I used to live, St. Joe Beach, Florida, over in the Panhandle. My wife and I, we brought our fifth wheel RV down here, and we're staying at a friend's house. It's just up the street a little ways, about 500 feet off the water. So I figured to walk down here today and go live. You got a half an hour, you better hurry up, Miss Owen. That's a quickie. So the water's trying to run me off here. Really nice houses out here on the beach. Probably about a $2 million house right there. Most of these out here are $1 million or more because of how close they are to the water and their new construction. Most of these been built recently after the hurricane in 2018. Hey Carla, good to see you. I hadn't seen you in a while. There's Sooner John. Hey John, glad you could join me. I'm just out here for a leisurely walk. A little breezy out here today, not too bad from that weather that came through yesterday. We had a little bit of rain down here. I guess everybody else up north got snow. But the water's pretty calm today. It was raging pretty good yesterday. I didn't want to come down here because it was so windy and cool. There's another jellyfish. That's two I've seen, and a horseshoe crab. I don't know where all the seagulls go. I guess they find a place to go hang out for a while. There's usually a few out here, even though it's a little cold. Yeah, I think this is low tide, John. You can see where the water kind of comes up here and the sand gets nice and white. This is a real soft, sugary sand. So up here you can see where the footprints where somebody was up here earlier. And you kind of get over here towards the dunes over a little ways, it gets real soft. Kind of squeaks when you walk on it. So yeah, this is probably low tide. I don't know if it's coming in or going out. But this is St. Joe Beach. Around the bend over there, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. That's Mexico Beach over there. About 3 miles over that way. There we go. They'll be jumping and bumping. Yeah, it is nice sand. Yeah, I think I caught a sinus infection Saturday. Started feeling it on Sunday morning. So I'm taking Mucinex. We'll see how that does. Try to nip it in the bud before it gets too bad. But you know how colds are. Colds are just something your body's gotta fight. I don't think there's actually anything to make it go away, but there are some stuff to make it help lessen the effects of it. Yeah, across the water there is Cape Sandblast. That's the most northern point of it right there. It's a state park over there. And then this is straight out the Gulf of Mexico all the way to South America, I guess. Yucatan Peninsula. Remember how far that is. See, I'll walk out here a little bit and kind of just cruise around. I was watching Tricia, aka Madness, this morning, and she had a little bit of snow up there, and she's out there trying to drive around, make a few dollars, which you can't blame her. I know she needs it. Wished I had a pile I could give her. But at least it's nice and sunshiny today. Going down the street tonight, gonna eat some crab legs and some good seafood. About 2 miles down the road, a place called Shipwreck. Some of the best seafood down here. And we'll be here till tomorrow morning. We're gonna load up and head back to Middle Georgia. Been here since Saturday. But yeah, somebody on Trisha's stream this morning I said I was coming down here for a while, and the guy said something about metal detecting. Well, there's not a lot of people come down here to lose much. You might find something maybe occasionally, but you do a lot of walking and not seeing anything. People just don't. There's not a lot of people come down here. This is actually known as the Forgotten Coast because a lot of people never heard of it or never knew about it. It's not real commercialized. There's no franchise restaurants here. It's all mom and pop. I think there is a Subway restaurant down the street and a gas station, but other than that, everything else is mom and pop. And if you want to go get some franchise food like McDonald's or Burger King, you have to go to Port St. Joe, which is about 8 miles, or you have to drive all the way to Panama City. And Panama City is about 25 miles from here. But it follows the coastline. It's a pretty ride. Let me see if I can read some of these comments. The sun's pretty bright. Yeah, Port St. Joe. Yeah, we'll walk down the beach this way a little ways. They added sand on the berm up there. You can kind of see we're in front of this house how it's a little lower, and then over here it's a little higher. They did that to kind of help when they get hurricanes through here, to kind of keep some of the ocean from all the storm surge from going up into the neighborhoods and flooding all the houses out. Although most everything around here is up on stilts. My house that I had here, it was slab on grade, but I was at 18.5 foot sea level up on a hill. So I didn't have to worry too much about the storm surge, but you always have the wind to worry about. And we don't get a lot of big seashells, we get a lot of small stuff. And anything that is big down here, we most time people pick them up pretty fast. That's about typical size right there. There's part of a big shell that's been broken. There's my foot for reference. So that's only about half of the shell. There's part of a sand dollar. I think they call these sandpipers. They're out here looking for clams. Another jellyfish over here didn't make it. I think the cold gets to them and they get washed up on shore. Kind of like the iguanas down here. Not here, but in South Florida, it gets cold down there. The iguanas, they're warm-blooded, and they'll actually fall out of the trees. So here comes a guy in a hoodie and a coat and a cooler and a fishing pole. Cold wind. It's probably about 45 degrees with a 5 or 10 mile an hour wind, so it's wind is what makes it cold. The pompano are running right now, so he might catch a pompano out there. Fish got to eat, so I'd rather just go to the restaurant and eat rather than worry about trying to catch them. Well, let's turn back around. We'll head back up this way. Yeah, all these footprints here. People come out here and run. I guess they don't have nothing better to do. I guess I didn't have anything better to do either except come down here on the beach and walk around and go live. But hey, somebody's got to do it. Might as well be me. That's the way I look at it. Tyndall Air Force Base is about 15 miles from here. We'll get F-22 jets come flying by here. They'll go out over the ocean and they do practice run on targets, and then I think they'll do a refueling, and then they come back in. They come back in slow over the beach, and then they head back to Tyndall and land. So we'll walk back up here, head back up here to the street. This is where we come through the dunes here. Here's a little walkway. You have a good day, Miss OM. Sorry I hadn't been able to read the chat, but I don't have my glasses on, and I figured I'd just catch up. I'll rewatch the video. Just got a little rabbit trail. Everybody takes. They'll park the cars up here next to the highway and walk across this little trail of sand to the beach. This is Highway 98. Runs all the way from Perry, Florida. Well, it actually goes all the way down to Clearwater. Comes up to Perry, Florida, makes a left, and comes up and goes all the way to, I guess, Destin. But it's a 2-lane road, about 45 miles an hour. It's kind of slow on the traffic right now because not many people are down here. And used to be a 3-story house right there, and a hurricane in 2018 damaged it, so they removed the house and left the stilts. I think this was for sale not too long ago for about $500,000 because of the lot being so close to the beach. But this place right here, this blue one up on cinder blocks, is actually a double wide mobile home, modular home, I guess you call it, and it survived the hurricane. As well as these two houses here on the left, they survived the hurricane too. And this beige house right here, it was for sale last year. I think they were wanting $950 for this one. These are like a little less than quarter-acre lots. But you can see everybody's kind of up on stilts over here. These houses have a lower level, but they also have an upper level. And here's one that's slab on grade. If they ever get 12 or 14 feet of sea level, this house will be underwater. And this is a friend of mine's house right here. They rent this house. It's a VRB, vacation rental. If anybody's interested, I don't know what he charges. And then he owns this second lot right here too. He's got this pole barn he rents out to a guy with this boat here. And then this is my truck and my RV. We're sitting here on the corner. So like I said, we've been here since Saturday. And they're currently paving this street here. They said they've been working on it for quite a while. I think the county's doing it, and they're not real go-getters. I can see them down the street down there doing something. I doubt they're doing paving, but who knows. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this here, and I'm gonna go in and warm up. So everybody, hope everybody has a good day. You guys take care, and we'll see you on the next one.